What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode. This was a good show where we did previously. Okay, welcome back to the episode. So we got to get into some things. So I had watched the night video, and this is my response to his video. So he pretty much did a video. And he was talking about how he never told me about the troll farm. He never told me about that or the different devices. Let me remind him. See, people love trying to change history. But let me say this before I go to bed, before I give me some rest. Then I was on his live. And he did a live and I was watching it. Mind you, I wasn't taking my medicine. I was up for like hours. So he was live. He was like, yeah, Armon. I had called Armon and he was watching the Wiley show on 6 different devices. So I heard that. So I'm up here calling different people. I had called Auntie Hammy. I'm like, Auntie Hammy, what about the troll farm and all this stuff? She was like, yeah, you got to be watching the people. They get the bots and they get the troll farm and all that. So I'm hearing this stuff. And I'm really just going through it. Because mind you, I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't eating. Like that. So I heard it, and then he had said it on the show, and then he had did on his live. It was on his page not up. I was like, man, I wish I would have downloaded that. I did download that video, but I don't have it on this laptop though. He was like, yeah, Armon Wiggins is watching Wiley on 6 different devices. Don't nobody care about the Wiley show. Everyone want to talk about the Wiley. Wait a minute. I think I got that clip. Hold up. I just thought about it. If it's still, hold up. I think I got that clip. Let me check. Hold up. Let me check and see if I got that. If I got that clip, give me a second. Hopefully, let me know if I deleted it. Hold up. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, if I had that clip, this will help me real quick. Oh, let me find it. Give me a second. Hold on. If I have that clip, is this it? No, that's not it. Is this it? No, that's not it. Is this it? No, that's not it. Is this it? Hold up. Yeah, he lied to tell you was a troll. Do you remember that live? I'm telling y'all, that was a live that he shared. Oh, I gotta find it. Oh, because I know the page is not up because he had lost his YouTube page. And I wish I would have downloaded. I think I downloaded it, but it's not on this laptop. I'm trying to see, do I have a screen recorder in my phone? And he was like, he didn't remember. Child, I remember that was like yesterday. What I got the live for. Oh, let me see if I got it. If I got that clip, that would be so dope. Is this it? No, that's not it. Oh, wait a minute. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, let me put this on mute because I don't want no sound to come through here. Okay, that's not it. Oh, let me find it. Man, he did a clip. He said, yeah, he got the troll farm. And he watching on 6 different devices. Yeah, it was right around that time. Oh, if I could find. Come on now. Let me go back down here. I'm gonna see if I find that clip, because this is just the bump what he's talking about. Because it was around that time when I was on the strip filming. Oh wow, I gotta find it. Let me find it. He was like, I never told Wiley that. I never told Wiley that. I'm like, bro, you did tell me that. What you talking about? Oh, you better hope I can find it. Golly. And he was on his live. He said it repeatedly over and over and over again. Hold on, y'all. Come on, why this phone not let me? I'm about to do a video. We're gonna go live today. We're gonna talk about, of course, we're gonna talk about President Trump's speech, and apparently we're gonna be talking about Armon Wiggins, low viewership. Wait a minute, I gotta find it. Oh man, I gotta find it. Oh, I gotta find it. For real, I gotta find it. Man. It was right. It was, I know it was right on the strip. Y'all, when I tell you, if I would have had that clip, oh wow, I was definitely up there. Oh, I could tell I was manic, but I was pumping out content though. No shade. They can say whatever they want to say. I was pumping out that content. Oh, let me. Okay, feel good. That's not it. Man, y'all, he had a whole clip where he said he got the troll farm. He with 6 different devices. Man, I heard that and I went cuckoo for cuckoo pups. I was already cuckoo pups because I want to talk about medicine. Man. So when I heard that, I kept doing a video and I kept talking about the troll. And I kept talking about the troll farming. This was around the time, I know it was in the summertime. It had to be in the summertime because I remember it was hot in Vegas. I think I deleted it, you guys. But if I find that clip, I will play it later on the line. But I'm still scrolling down. I definitely find it. Oh my gosh, because I definitely want to play that. And I wish his page was still up because I would definitely go directly to that video. And he said a troll farm because he was standing up. And he said a lot of stuff about Armon. In particular, he was saying about the troll farm. He said Armon got cool. And he said he called Armon. Armon called him or something of that nature. And he saw 6 different devices. That he said 6 different devices. Man. Oh, I look good when I have my hair cut. I gotta get my hair cut. See, that barber did a good job, but he like $80. At best, I only got $20 for a haircut. He cut my hair real good. I'm looking at his cuts that he did for my hair. I'ma find it. No, that's not it. I'm gonna see if I can find this video. Did I talk about the troll? I want to know, did I talk about when I was in Vegas? Or did I talk about it when I was in Dallas? Dang, where is it? Okay, here we go. I don't know if this... Mute Usher performance. What's going on? Why did they mute Usher performance? Why? Oh no, that's not it. What is going on? Why did BET? Man. Oh, it was in Vegas. Oh my gosh, I don't have it yet because I'm all the way back. Oh my gosh. Hold on, y'all. Oh, you remember talking about the troll farm in Dallas? I'm trying to find it, you guys. because it would just debunk what Denai is talking about. I can't find it. Oh, that's my mentor. Is this in Dallas? Was I in? I was in Dallas then. I can tell by where I was at, like the location, if it's a green screen. That was Dallas. That's when I had my shades. Oh, my lips. I needed some chapstick. Lord have mercy. Dang, I can't find it. Hold on. I may get lucky. It was when you were packing. I'm trying to find it. And y'all make sure y'all search for it too. Make sure y'all search for it too, child. Man. But he said, and I believed it because I wasn't well mentally. So anything I was believing, I thought I was going to be the vice president of the United States. No shade. I thought my TV was hacked. I thought my station head was hacked. And I saw them white people at the at West Clucking. I thought they was the Secret Service. No shade. I thought Trump was going to pick me to be his VP choice. No shade. So that's where my mind was at. Literally, that's where my mind was at. So telling me about a troll farm, that just added on more pressure. So I kept repeating it. You know, you guys that's going through mentally, they repeat the stuff like, okay. Well, I'm gonna say I'm sorry.
Being in Vegas. So I'm up there calling people like, what you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And I didn't even know, like, it's like 10:51 on the East Coast. So like,
oh no, I tried to find it, you guys. Guess I won't be able to deliver my receipt, but we do have some witnesses. We do have some witnesses that said they heard the thing. But did I try to change up the history? He did say that. He did say that. Oh, gosh. Ooh, that's when I lost a lot of weight. Okay, I'm going too far up. It's not up this far. Anyway, so he's just talking. And I'm a comedian. Let me just say I'm a storyteller. So I have dreams. I do have dreams. And I talk about my dreams on camera. And Denai in particular, I had a dream about this dude when he was in jail. Then I had a dream about him. This was a dream. And he finally was able to go to the psych doctor in a dream. And so I'm there picking up my medicine, and I see Denai in the lobby just acting crazy. They had to calm him down. He said, I'm this attorney. I work for the Supreme Court. I'm a Supreme Court justice. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you white people. I'm going to sue you. So he was just going berserk. So they gave him his medicine. They was trying to calm him down. I was like, do not calm down, calm down. Don't touch me, Wiley. You fish eye fool. You fish eye fool. And he was spitting on me, just fighting and stuff like that. So the nurse trying to calm him down. I'm like, don't do this. So I pulled out my phone, to go live to get a click of the view. I wanted to get a click of the view. And so the security grabbed me, said, don't have your phone out. Don't try to get no click of the view. You can't have your phone out. So I'm trying to put my, literally trying to put my phone out. And he was like, don't grab me, Wiley. Don't grab. And the security grabbing me. And I'm really trying to put it out to the people. And I'm like, please don't grab me. But literally in the live, in this dream, I'm like, wait a minute, Denai, wait a minute. I'm like, Denai just doing something. I'm like, wait a minute. So we just having this whole conversation. And so they went on and took him to the room. So in this dream, I remember going to visit him. I said, let me go and visit him. And let me go and see how he doing. So I went. I said, let me go and visit him. And I said, Denai, you got to calm down. And he was so calm. He was so chill because he was medicated. He was medicated. He was literally medicated. And so then I talk about me when he was like calling me like this whole situation, like a fish eye fool and all that. That's okay. That's okay. He can call me that all the time. That's fine. It's not gonna bother me. It ain't gonna bother me at all if you want to call me that and stuff like that. To say you even did a live showing a video with a white man talking about troll farm. I have to like go down my archives. I'm really not even prepared for it. Y'all excuse me. I gotta take my medicine. I gotta get myself together. Doing this live super early. Super early doing this live. Let me even go. Let me see something. If I go and say, hold on, let me see something. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Because I mean, he was so into it. He was so into it. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Oh, I was manic. Chat. I don't even want to watch this live. This was sad. I did, but 14,000 people watched that live. 11 hours is to say I click just to see how someone sit for 11 hours. Wow. I can't believe that I was up for 11 hours. Wow. Yikes. Who Jesus? Glory to God. I'm so glad I'm better. Wow. I wasn't well. I'm reading these comments, you guys. Y'all was definitely trying to help me. This is really, excuse me, this is really sad. They said, where's your healthcare worker? Be real, Wiley. You went to Vegas and now getting a gambling injection. Stop this. It's just act swear to donate. Did you fall asleep 11 hours? They said you literally did not get paid for this video. No one sat through this for this long. You literally went on a rant for a half an hour, which tells me you do nothing else with your time but obsess over somebody you crash it over. Yikes, seek help. This is sad. This is really sad. Ooh, Lord, y'all. True. I was like, what the world? I don't even reckon. Well, I don't. Oh my God, shut up. Oh Lord. Wow. because I said Armon is supposed to have a troll farm. I guess what I gotta find that time. So okay, let me drop this in the chat, and maybe y'all can do your homework and try to find the part where Donat is speaking. Because this was 11 hours, and I don't have the time to look through it. I'm looking through it as well, but 11 hours. Oh, I was skinty. Yeah, I could tell I was mad because I wouldn't eat like that either. I may put some chicken in the air fryer. Wow. I mean, spit coming out of my mouth. Oh my gosh. I had Megan Cuniff on here. This was really sad. I would have never, if someone would have told me last year that I would be cool with Armon this year, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it. If someone would have said, you know what, next year you would be cool with her, I wouldn't believe it. Because in my mind, I was so mentally unwell. And when I tell my therapist, I said, I never want to be like that again. You see it. This video was June 17th, 2 months before the Walmart situation. It's an 11-hour video.
It ain't gonna work. Because baby, after I get through dropping my fax machine, I'm coming right back. Breaking news. TGIF is gone. Now
look how I sound. I even sound different. Do y'all notice the sound? Listen to this. Look how I sound.
Be on a hiatus, right? But when they come back for a new season, you ain't gonna be seeing no Armon Wiggins.
This is sad. Even my voice is different.
The only one you gonna see that might come back, if not at all, you may see Al if you show them get back. Or when they have the way that Al is moving, you may not see TGIF at all. I believe that wait, the producers is telling me something. What's the producer telling me something? That the court of public opinion is the replacement of TGIF. Whenever they come back with new
this is something. Wow. I'm looking like, see, people talk about this, but they love the crash out. Look at this. I'm trying to find the not stuff. Oh, that's when TGIF was canceled. Okay. I kept playing that receipt over and over and over and over and over again. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to find the not thing, y'all. I don't remember half of the stuff I said. I don't remember. I don't. I really, really don't. Man, I don't. I'm trying to find. This was a mess, but I thank God, y'all. Is this? Hold on. What is this?
I told you not to talk about the Jason Lee. I talked about whatever. But what if I would have never talked about Jason Lee? In your mind, because you're still not mentioning in that conversation, your whole thing was he called and all he do is talk about himself. And it's all about him. The idea is, what I've realized with you is, it doesn't matter what I say to you, how many times I apologize, if I flew you out here, if we hung out, in your mind, you're still going to take that as I'm like you, or I'm talking down at you, I'm trying to little bro you, because you just feel that way about me through the history. So there's nothing that I can do because you are just not willing to move forward. You have this grudge against me, and no matter what I do, you perceive it as a way to try to undermine you. So I'm like, girl.
This is why I love Armon. He and I have to keep apologizing. And I got to keep apologizing because I don't like that person that I was last year. I really don't. And I think I really, this is my first time listening to this live last year. This was 2 months before the Walmart situation. Literally 2 months before. I pray every day. I want you all to pray for me too, that I stay on my medicine. Because that version of Wiley, I don't ever want to see that version again. That version of Wiley, I don't want to see again. So I'm not dwelling on it, but wow, I had to check it out. So I have to find this receipt. So let me play a little bit where Armon said. This is why I'm cool with him now, because it's love there, it's love there. And so I'm not going to dwell on it. So let me not dwell on it. Okay, let me play some more of this. I'm trying to find it in our receipt. I probably played it within this 11-hour video. So I played it in here somewhere. It's buried in that 11 hours. And one of my producers that can help me get to that timestamp, they knocked out. I'm not even going to reach out to them because they sleep right now.
I'm over it. Because nothing I do is good enough. I've listened to you talk, and anything I say, you take it as, oh, he's just trying to get in my head. Oh, he's trying to do this. Oh, yeah, he's just talking about himself. And I listen to him talk, but girl, I'm not paying attention to that. He give me all this advice, and I'm really listening because he's a narcissist. So I'm like, girl, then what am I going to keep talking to her for? There's no reason to apologize to her. She feels a way about you. You have a grudge towards me. It doesn't matter if I gave you $1 million. You're going to feel like I'm doing that to try to do something against you in a negative way. There's no pleasing you. And I've realized that at some point you are just so upset with me somewhere down the lines where you think everything I do is to try to slight you or count you or belittle you in some type of way. So at some point, I'm over trying to explain to you that I'm not doing that. So that's the thing with you. I'm just over it. And now when we get into the next person, one of my friends, there's no way in heck that I am going to befriend a person that I gave a platform. They sat next to me, didn't even know them if it wasn't for me for 3 years, right? 3 years. And then, like you just said earlier in your show, they're on the phone with you, telling you that I did this and I did that and I made them do this and I made them do that and they're with this person, they're with that person, and then they go and turn on me as if I never did something for them. I never helped them when in all actuality, y'all wouldn't have even known this person if it wasn't for me and my music show and my YouTube channel, sitting them next to me. That's not my responsibility to grow your channel. I'm giving you visible eyes every single day. I'm putting in that work. I'm building it. I'm going on these shows and being cameos for you, but yet that's not good enough. And you take that moment and go start telling people that I have AIDS and I've been jealous of you and a man stole from you and we was living at your house and I did this and I did all of these things to you. Like, girl, I'm not being cool with you. That's done. That's over. I would never let a person like that be in my space ever again.
And speaking about that, and why this is playing, of course, King took it too far. Like, and this is something that we have to stop doing in the gay community, putting the House of Virginia or AIDS on people, especially when they don't got it. In the community, they use as a rate, they put a rumor out. It's like, oh my gosh, you guys have, oh yeah. Stop doing that when you don't have no receipt for that. Knowing that Armon don't have that, to say that, he can sue you for defamation of character. That's slander to say that you have something and they get tested and approve it in a test, they don't have it. That's a lawsuit right there.
It's different from online. You knew me. You knew my family. You know my sisters. You know my mother.
It's different. See, he kept, and see, that's why I was saying about the King situation. You knew his family. You knew all these people. It's different. So you can't compare me, Wiley, to Armon Fallout, because I didn't know his family. I never talked to his sister, his brother, his dad, his mom, none of that. So the King thing is really sad. Like, King was sitting for like 3 years with Armon. And the way how he dragged him, it's just like, you know, you get a friend that's successful, get money, get success. You drag him for what? All you got to do, and I'm telling you as a person that was jealous, that had jealousy in my bones, you know what I'm saying? Had to get through that jealousy. And I think a lot of people get jealous sometimes. You got to get out of it. Don't stay in it. Don't stay in it. Get that out of your system and work hard, because being jealous will hold you back, and it'll have you developing a grudge. And you have a grudge, that's not good. So you got to work on that. So let me play some more of that. I'm still trying to find that Janot receipt. It's somewhere buried in this 11-hour video. It's somewhere buried in it.
Mother, we went to school together, and you went and did some social media stuff and then really tried to drag it? Girl, no, you're done. You're done. You will never get that close to me, because you were discussing me even when we were friends. And then you were collecting information, you know what I mean, to go and try to one-up me when you felt like, okay, it was plausible to do so because you felt like you didn't get enough out of me. Like, I don't want you around me. You know, I don't. And my thing is, when it comes to like even people dragging and stuff like that, I just never understood this concept. How is it that you're going to say these egregious things about me, nasty things, and then want me to shout you out and share your platform and be cool with you? Nah, like, it's not giving that. And to not, you know, it wasn't that, it didn't go that deep for it. Like, some of this stuff you just can't come back from, because it's like, nigga, you knew me. Now, you also made a statement about Storm Monroe and the Jaguar, right? I want to address that. Storm Monroe and I, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Storm Monroe and I, we were associates. We're cool. That's my boy. But him and Jaguar Wright, they became cool, you know, within me and Storm's beat. So he already had his business and his relationship with her. So they made money together. Like, it is what it is. But I'm not going to hold Storm to the same level as I would hold a person that's been my friend for 15 years. Like, Storm, we cool. We don't talk on the phone every day, but that's it. He called me. I'm answering. If I call him, you know, we'll do that. But this is more of a business thing. I get it. But, like, if you're my friend and you know that this woman, first of all, went and on Storm's platform out of spite, it did what it did. You know that they were targeting me at that time. As my friend, why would you go and associate with her? And it wasn't just her. It was multiple people. The Sunny TV chick, the Jay Wilson guy.
And he's talking about the history with King Payne, that he was following all these people that Armon Wiggins fell out with. He was following on to work with them. But I can say this about Armon. He always stand on that. You may not agree, but that is his feelings. And I believe that King should have did that with those people, because as I fast forward to today in 2025, you don't see them working with him now. So it didn't make sense sacrificing your friendship with Armon for those people. Because they're not with you now. Jag not with you now. All these other people he named not with you now. So doing that, that way. So this is Armon. This is an old interview. And I'm just pausing it and stuff so y'all can hear it and stuff like that. This is like an old interview that he called into the show. That had to be last year. I believe last year he called. Yeah, it had to be last year because it's kind of recent. This is last year, early last year, or the beginning of the summer last year, I believe. And so I'm definitely for y'all hearing it. So if you friends with somebody in the business and then you try to work with all these different people, understand, will those people help take you to that next level better than your friend? Yeah, Armon talking to Wiley. Or it's an old episode. Just stick with me. Just, So, and I'm saying this humbly. Did those people take to level? I had to learn the same thing because Armon told me the same thing. And he was right. You may not agree with his delivery. He was right. Why would you try to work with those people and we cool and they don't like me? Why would you want to work with them out of everybody else? Let's play some more of this. And I haven't this was like last year, and I'm looking for this denied receipt. But since we got this receipt, we might as well go on and talk about it. Might as well, since it's here. This is the Wiley Show, right? 2 people type in the chat, the Wiley Show. I was looking for that denied receipt. It's buried in this 11 hours. And I'm trying to literally find that receipt. It's somewhere buried in the 11 hours. It's somewhere buried in it. So, hold on, let's play more.
The Tasha K, the Jason Lee, it was like everybody that didn't like me. So, and then talking to you, it's just like, no, I'm good. I don't want none of those kind of people around me because it feels like you're only around me to get information and to use it against me when you feel like I'm not helping your platform in the way you feel like it should be helped. And I don't want any of those people around me that are looking for a platform, because if you feel like I'm not moving the needle for your platform in a way that you feel like it should be, then you're going to take our relationship and catastrophically destroy it for clicks and views. And I don't want none of those people around me.
I think because with King, and this is what my name was inserted. He said, "Oh yeah, about Wiley. I didn't know who this other person." Armon sent me all of this information. He said he sent it all. He's trying to destroy you. This is what King told me on the phone, and King said it publicly. And I said, because I know he didn't know.
So even with, I don't care to really do it about him, but you're answering your question there. So for the people to say, why am I not cool or why not? Answer your question. Everybody knows the relationship that you and I have. So the fact that whether he told you that or not, the fact that he would tell you that should answer your question as to why. There's nothing else for me to ever say to him. It's done. So there's your question. He's on the phone telling stuff like that. There's nothing for me to ever talk. You would never breathe the same air as my personal space again with me. It's done. But it's no hate. It's no hate, though. I don't hate the guy. I just will never. I'm good.
Because I remember when y'all was together, y'all said, I'm going to never bring it to the internet, Bubba. And of course you did. And this person you have known since y'all were teenagers. Y'all were.
No, it's not, of course, you did. I didn't bring anything to the internet.
So you did bring it to the internet. You want to have a show? You
no, I did not.
Not on your page, but on somebody else's page.
But this is where the bias comes from. You guys like to do this. I was not doing any of it. It got brought to the internet because people were letting people on their platform. They clearly were having discussions about me.
Yeah, King was letting people on the platform. Armon explaining it. Okay, this is the history of it. Here we go.
And I went on a panel, and Tasha K and all these other people started trying to check me on behalf of my friend, which means you were having private conversations.
Yikes, that's crazy, King. Why would you do that? Put some more of this.
As to where I'm just this bad friend. So that's when it started bleeding onto the platform. What do I look like? You can call me, y'all can call me a narcissist, whatever, but what do I look like bringing something like that to YouTube first? That's not even my kind of content. I don't do that. So I don't have to, that don't make me no money. That's pennies. Beefing makes pennies. I don't make pennies. That's dumb. So I'm not going to ever bring nothing like that to a platform when that's not even my brand. But because I already knew the play here, and because you and everyone else was trying, and even though you knew the story, you knew the truth, but this is where I don't really fool with you like that, because you know you were trying to push that. Like, Armon didn't want to help him. Armon was this. Oh, he should turn on Armon. That's like, okay, y'all gas that up. When it's like, girl, I have no, you sitting next to me, baby, but I'm not going to get on there and create your damn show. That's not my job, and I don't have to do that. No one did that for me. I'm sitting next to me. Do something with it. If you decide you want to talk about one person for 6 hours a day, every day, that's on you. I don't share that every day, and I don't have to see that. So, girl, I don't owe you to do that, because
he said something. You sitting with me, do something with that. And King did not take advantage of that opportunity. And as we explained, when I told you guys when we had a source, that it goes deeper on the reason why King, because he wanted to be the star. And I understand and know that if you're working with someone that is popular, someone like Armon Wiggins, I'm bringing him up because that's what we're talking about. And if I were to work with Armon, let's say this, if he have a show and it's on his channel, on Twitch or whatever, and his audience, majority of, thousands of them coming, I'm coming with my people. He have the majority of the people. You have to be comfortable in your light to shine. And be comfortable with that. And be patient. Unfortunately, I can't say if King would have stayed, he would have been popular, because King did not have the talent during that time. He don't have the talent now. I'm just giving my opinion. But if I'm working with Armon and we're doing a show, we're doing a podcast, we're doing episodes, and I'm on the boys chat, I'm going to bring the best Wiley I can bring. But I'm not going to try to work with somebody else that Armon doesn't like, because I'm not moving fast enough of getting the growth. You have to be patient, because Rome wasn't built overnight. That's just like, excuse me, Lauren LaRosa, hope I'm saying her name right. She worked on the Breakfast Club. That's just like her leaving the Breakfast Club, go do an interview with Tasha, and Tasha bring up Jessica Reed, and she laughing and giggling, stuff like that. Do you know Charlamagne will get her fired off the Breakfast Club? So with that same example, you have to just weigh the pros and cons. Is this going to help your career in the long run? And to answer that, it didn't. Because all those people did not stick with you. When Armon hit that link on King Pain panel and Tasha and all of them confronted Armon, they're not with King today. So to answer that, the answer will be crystal clear. No, it was not worth it. And I didn't know the details of the depth of the bitterness and jealousy of King Pain until I got the source to give me the information, and it made sense. I knew some stuff, but I didn't know that deep, that went deep. I'm like, okay. Let's play some more of this. Now, we still trying to find the not receipt. So we may have to come back and find a receipt and stuff like that because we ain't lying about the receipt. Who's the witness of the receipt when Denat said that Armon Wiggins had a troll farm? Who remember that? I wish I would hit the link. Never mind. Let's play some more of this because y'all probably sleep. Y'all probably at work.
You're my friend. Like, that's the thing. Like, everybody feel like, oh, Armon, you have to do this, you have to do that. No, nigga, you got to do some work for yourself.
I agree. I agree with that point. But when the situation came out with you and King or whatever, it was public because y'all brought it to the internet and y'all wasn't honest. Because the thing about us, you said, oh, wow, you never was honest. You never forgave me or you hold this grudge. But y'all had a grudge that held on for decades. And y'all told her, oh, he was always jealous of me. And when he brought up Jaguar Wright, you said, okay, girl, do whatever. You can be friends with Jack. But in your heart, you felt slighted. But you didn't tell him that you felt slighted about that. When he first brought it to, like, girl, don't trust her. You said, go do it. And he did exactly that.
That's not what I said. And you don't know because you wasn't on the bus before I said. That's not what I said.
Right. I'm trying to act like I knew what was said. You see, I'm trying to put words and look how confident I said that, yeah, you on the phone and in the heart, you said you wouldn't do it with the Jaguar, right? And see, this is why it is so good to have the person that was on the phone call or when it's on the phone to give their side of the story. Because I'm up here trying to talk and see how much passion I have. Yeah, you was on the phone and you in your heart, you didn't really want him to hang out with Jaguar, but you didn't say nothing. I'm saying it with all that passion and stuff like that, but you can't do that. I wasn't on the phone call. So let's listen to what Armon Wiggins got to say, who was on the phone call. See, he was on the phone call. I wasn't on the phone, but I was saying it with my chest out. Like I was on the phone. I wasn't on the phone call. So let's play a little bit more. Theo, I'm going to go to sleep once I'm done with the episode. Do I get mad at you, Theo, when you up here driving 88 hours a day? Driving on planes, going out of town, going to the Bahamas. Okay? This is my job. How are we supposed to get a place together and you don't want me to do my job? So I'm going to go to sleep. Oh Lord. Yeah, all that comedy back. Okay, let's play some more of this.
That's not what I said. We've gotten into it many times over multiple different people. But at some point, I'm not going to keep telling you how to be my friend, and you're going to keep pushing the issue. The Jaguar Wright damn near was the end of it. Before it was Jaguar Wright, it was Sonny P.E., it was Jay Wilson, it was Meek that Night, it was everybody. So at some point, girl, this is just what you want to do. So instead of that, I am going to pull back. And girl, we can just be friends privately because I feel like you're building a lot of relationships. People are coming to you because, first of all, why does a person that is beefing with me feel that they can come to one of my quote unquote best friends and be cool with? What are y'all talking about? So
it cut off Armon, that part. It cut off that part. Let's make sure you can hear it. Yeah, cut off. You there, Armon?
Did it go out?
Yeah, it's back now. Because
damn, somebody keeps calling me.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me? Fuck. Can you hear me? I don't think he can hear it because they keep calling him. So give me a second, you guys, so we can have this conversation. Listen, I don't have a dog in this fight. Oh, there we go. Okay. You said about that piece, but this is what my
thing is. Hold on. So, like, as my friend, you cannot feel like you're gonna nobody. You shouldn't feel like you can keep going. Like, shouldn't feel like they can just go to your friend with open arms. That's crazy. So, at some point, it was more about me just moving on and saying, "Okay, girl, that's what you want to do, girl, because you keep finding yourself in this space. So let me pull back." And so when I started pulling back, that became an issue. But I don't want to make this about her because I don't care. I'm over it. But I need you to understand that there's no making up with certain individuals because it's no point to do so. Tasha K, I don't have a problem. We have.
Are you gonna pay for the haircut, Theo? I'm gonna go get one. Are you gonna pay for it? Oh, Theo is up early, child.
Peace from a distance. Tasha K is cool. She shot me out. I did her thing. We have respect, mutual respect. She's still over there. She's a key. Tasha K, I don't take it that personal because she's an entertainer. She's a key. My thing is, yeah, some people say, well, Tasha K said that, she put allegations of this and disease and shit on you. She did do that. But who did she get that from? You know what I'm saying? So at that point, again, Tasha K is one of those other people that I don't really have no deep-rooted beef with.
I think when I do the commentary, you may say, oh, you've been biased. But my argument when I do commentary, I'm like, he can't tell King not to be friends with me when he's friends with me. So that I didn't understand that logic. Because everybody that you fell out with, it's okay not to be, you kind of cordial with, even with Storm, Neek, etc. It's okay for you to do it, and it's not okay for King to do it. And I think when it comes for me, I don't know what it is.
No.
That's the perspective that I get from that.
That's the way you want to take it. No, that's not what it is. My thing is, be friends with them. That's cool. But why? And I'm not saying that they're not friends. I don't know. But why does it seem like the friendship is more prevalent and relevant and in our face when they hate me?
Oh, see, that's what's important. I got to pause right there. When the friendships are prevalent and stuff like when they hate me. See, that's what you got to continue to say. So I didn't try to hear that. I didn't catch that part. And so now I'm clear-minded and I'm medicated. I'm like, oh, I understand. I had an aha moment. Why are you so cool with that person? Why are y'all blasting the friendship? But when they hate me, y'all blasted up. So like, okay, I see it. Good point.
Why don't I see these same friendships when people are cool with me? Why is it always when it looks like they don't like me, you're the best friend? But when it looks like they're cool with me, I don't really see it, the friendship more. That is the problem that y'all keep missing. Let's all be cool. But my thing is, don't only be cool with a person when they don't like me. Be cool with them when they like me.
Facts.
I hear your point, but everybody don't live by that principle because the goalposts get pushed.
But you don't have to live by that principle, but you also don't have to eat at my table and be at my house. I don't want
Facts.
You around me.
That's a good point. Oh,
but you're around the people that you told King not to be around.
Okay, so you're not getting it.
No,
I didn't get it.
I hear what you said. I don't agree.
You're trying to argue with me.
I didn't get it. Armon was right. I didn't get it. I didn't hear that part. Like when they not cool with me, why you blasting a friendship? And then when they get cool, why y'all not friends now? When he get cool with them, because King want to be friends with people that fell out with Armon. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't hear that last year. I couldn't hear. I didn't get it last year. I get it now.
I'm not gonna argue with you, but I understand, Armon. If you live by these principles, right, and you have this idea for you to do it, and you fall in place. But if somebody else do the same thing, you don't give them that same grace. From the outside looking in, that's what it looks like from the outside looking in.
I don't go and befriend people necessarily out of beef with someone else and be like, oh, this is, blah, blah, blah. I don't do that. And so my thing is, I've already explained it. I'm not going to keep explaining it.
Because I want to say this piece, because again, I want to say this while we're here talking. I talk about you on YouTube. It's all giggles and fun. I don't take it's whatever you're doing on your channel. You're in some controversy. You haven't been in controversy lately, other than it did not run up on you, and that came and went. But anytime you enter something, we talk about. But most of the time, people call in and they have a disagreement about you or something that you said on the show, and then we have a topic about it. Or you would post your stacks of your music, and I will have a discussion about it. I can't say I won't talk about it because you are a public figure and people like me when I talk about your content. Like people like you when you talk about Tasha K.
And so we just having a debate. So I'm just clearing some things up. So when people say, "Oh, Wiley, you biased," no, what they saying is, "Oh, Wiley, you ain't dragging Armon Wiggins like I want you to drag him." That's how you calling me biased. I have a clear, conscious mind on this situation. And mind you, I took a break from YouTube. It's like over a year that I literally, all of you was like dragging Armon. I didn't take the bait. I don't care how many times you send it in my DM. Nope. I don't care how you try to cuss me out because I didn't do it. The answer is still no. When my mind is made up, my mind is made up. Y'all say take the medicine, right? Y'all say take care of your mental health, right? So there is no need. And then also, I got delivered. I said, listen, I ain't about to be jealous of this man because I really like this man. I really like this man, and I'm not about to keep doing content about him. And I love this. I love this man. And let me say this tonight, because you said on your channel, it's a sexual thing. No, it's not. Armon is a brother to me. I never said I wanted to sleep with this man. You think that way, Denai, because you're thinking under your lustful mind. Take lust out of it. You can be friends with a man and don't sleep with him. I know that's hard to believe, Denai, because you love to sleep with your friends, allegedly. Because you in AT2, allegedly, you let him look at something. I heard you say you let him look at you, that he looked at your Jamaican sausage. Okay? That he looked at your Jamaican sausage. So, again, I don't want to sleep with him. He's a brother to me, and I love him. And I'm a fan. And he's successful. And I was a fan before he was successful. Moving up, on the come up. It's like, I was a fan. I'm not going to stop being a fan. Even when we went on the phone, I still was a fan. A supporter of his. So, Denai, you don't know the history. You don't know my story. How about you be a real journalist and invite me on your show and I can give you my side of the story? And if you up, because you said you're going to the TwitchCon over there in Sacramento, how about you click the link and you can have a conversation? Yeah, what's up with Crab? He called me the fish-eye fool. He said, yeah, I put Wiley name in the title. Great. I don't have a problem with that. But you said in that live, and I would have sung your praises. But when you got up there and said, I never said that Armon had a troll farm against Wiley, different device, I said, you're lying right there. You're lying right there. You're lying right there. That was a lie right there. So let me play some more of this.
Hey, content. So I bring you up, but I don't just bring you up out of thin air. If you're doing something in the streets, you're being brought up. So you're always into something, whether it's good or bad, or you have a new song out. I will talk about it.
So this is what so we all go through this, and this is what that's what I want to understand. That's not a problem. Honestly, it's not a problem if you drag me, curse me out, say I'm trash, say my music. Like, first of all, callers, they're the public. Who cares? I don't care about the damn callers. I can't see them, so there's no reason to feel any way about them. I don't care about a caller calling in. I really do care. I don't care about the comments necessarily. But when it comes down to content, yeah, if your content is Armon Wiggins dragging, fine. That is it. Who cares? Like, that's going to be your content, whatever. If you want to drag, you want to say the music's trash, that's cool. That's not. But the problem that I have is, if that is your way, then don't expect much engagement from me. Like, you can't expect you're going to trash me, trash my man, trash my mama, trash this, call me a drug addict, say I'm this, and then think I'm going to be like, yeah, girl, let me share this video. I'm like, what? Yeah, let me go and do an interview. Let me cam up and let's do a collab and let's bring him on board here because this content is so fire. But nigga, your content is completely belittling and berating me. So if that's your content, you're gonna have to find someone else to promote it. I'm not going to promote you trashing my mother.
That's the thing. And so that's why Armon is correct. I'm not going to promote you and you trashing me and dogging me. That's insanity. But because I came from an insanity point of view during that time, I'm saying you should still promote me. I'm just talking about your music. It's just a call and stuff. And then I said, Wiley, Armon, can you be my friend? You know, that don't make no sense. You know, something wrong with you mentally. And it was something wrong with me mentally. And I had got the help. Because it is, you crazy as hell. You dragging somebody, and then after you get to dragging them, then you over there, can you be my friend? Can you be my friend? Can you be my friend? If you don't get out of my then you cockeyed, dusted, nappy-headed, yellow-teeth bastard. No, you can't be my friend when you up here dragging me on your videos for 22 hours a day. So I understand, I get it. I didn't understand it last year because I wasn't in a headspace to understand. But I understand it today in this year, you know. Are y'all still with me? It's 60 people watching. Y'all are messy. Y'all need to be asleep, but y'all up with me. Hey.
Me. Like, where do they do that at? But, so you just have to understand, just like I have to understand, at the end of the day, I talk about celebrities. There may be a point where, girl, celebrities are not going to come on my show. It is what it is. But I also have to realize that maybe at some point, I was chasing the validation of, you know, celebrity and the follow and this, that, and the third. Now that that's done and I've realized I see it for what it is, I understand how this game works a lot more now, being in 5 years. I'm like, I don't care about that stuff anymore. I realize that I have what it takes in me and my audience. So, girl, I'm not going to burn every bridge, but there might be some bridges, hey, they may be unfixable. But at the same time, you're going to get more bees with honey. So I still want to be, you can give your criticism, but I don't have to just say, your ass, your trash, or this, or nothing, and then never get really positive. So for me, you're going to have to just realize some bridges, once you burn them, you're not going to get you're not going to get the share, and be okay with it. I can't talk about somebody like a dog and expect them to promote me. That doesn't make sense. I can't talk about somebody like a dog and expect them to be my friend. It doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
It does not make sense.
No, it doesn't.
No one is saying don't do it. Do it. But understand, I'm not fooling with you.
Right. But you say that, and then you go and call or unblock or whatever the case may be. That's sending a mixed signal. Because let's make this all the way stat. I've always kept the same energy delivering content.
And look at my foolish stuff. Baby, one thing I can say about Wiley, because I'm a debater, so I'm taking the side of affirmative, whatever, and I'm sticking to that point. I understand, because if you sitting up mixed signal, do you hear the point that I'm taking? Do y'all hear my point of view? I'm still saying no, be my friend. If I do drag you, be my friend. Like Lord, thank you for deliverance. Thank you for a clip. Let's play some more of this.
You said a phone call. Oh, don't do this. That to me, that's a mixed signal. Because if you're not trying to control, what's the need for that? Because if you don't want the friendship. You have dragged me all on Station, multiple episodes on Station. So we have dragged each other. This is not a one side. You guys said a lot of nasty things about me. I said a lot of nasty things about you.
Yeah, but
let's just keep it all the way stacked. But no, let's they don't talk about certain people.
Okay, but let's just keep it all the way a stack again. And keeping it a stack is not starting from the middle of the stack. Keeping it a stack.
Right. And see, I'm trying to come in the middle. Armon, no, we had a debate on this show. We had a debate. Armon was eating me up in this debate. He was eating me up in this debate because what I tried to do to be slick, I'm trying to go in the middle of the stack, not at the beginning. But you got to be a wise listener to catch that. Be like, hold on, Wiley. Wait a minute. You ain't keeping it real. You in the middle of the stack. Go to the beginning. And so I'm trying to avoid that because, that's what I effed up in that beginning part. I'm just saying. I can say when I was wrong. When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, let's play some more of this.
From the beginning of the stack. we would have never been in this place had you not kicked it off. You started it, so I responded to you. Let's be very clear on that.
I did.
You trying to make it seem like, oh, I just been dragging you. Yeah, of course I dragged you because you've been antagonizing me. So yeah, I responded. I'm a human being, but don't make it seem like this is just so mutual where I just jumped in and we were beefing. No, girl, you felt the way because you didn't understand how the YouTube stuff worked. You felt slighted. You felt you were on some opportunistic stuff. You felt like I should have been promoting you, this, that, and the third. And then going back to what I said earlier, I told you, let's not do this. Let's not get into that space. But you already didn't trust it. And again, just much like one of my friends, you felt, well, you know what? I want to interview and I want to work with people that don't like you. But Armon, you teach me how to work this system so I can go and interview this bitch that don't like you. And I told you, go find someone else to teach you how to do an interview with a bitch that don't like me. You didn't like that. So we're going to...
Okay, that's the beginning part. And see, let me say some names so y'all can get the picture of this. Y'all don't mind me talking. Even if you do, man, I'm still going to talk. But in the beginning of that, what he was saying, it was an interview. I was supposed to interview Jay Wilson. I booked the interview with Jay Wilson. And I asked Armon Wiggins, can you teach me how to do Skype on OBS? No, it wasn't Skype. Yeah, it was Skype with OBS, Skype and OBS. Can you teach me how to do the Skype and the OBS? And Armon told me, go ask Jay Wilson to help you with that. I'm not helping you because I was interviewing his op. Because at that time, Jay Wilson would post his link to his show in Armon Wiggins' comments. He would spam his comments with his links. Y'all remember that? I don't think y'all remember that, but I'm just giving y'all a story of what happened. No, this is not the 24-hour live. This is not the 24-hour live. No, this is not the 24-hour live. I'm going to have a haircut. It's going to be a flyer that's going to drop for the 24-hour live. This is not the 24-hour live.
But stop. Just let's keep it all the way at stop. And let's not start in the middle. We're like, oh, Armon has just been dragging me too. No, right. You kicked this off. But let's make it plain. Because you're putting out there. When we reached out to Jay Wilson, you was in your mind, you thought that Jay Wilson was going to drag you for filth because this is the principle you live by. If they don't F with you, you can't interview. That's dangerous. Because what if you fall out with half? No, that's not the principle. That's not the principle. The principle I live by is don't ask me for help so you can interview somebody that don't like me.
That's his principle. Don't ask me for help. The principle is don't ask me for help if you want me to help you to interview somebody that don't like him, that he don't F with. That's Armon Wiggins' principle. And you have to, and you know what? You got to respect that principle. Okay? Okay? Somebody said Sunrise denies like 82 may have no positive energy for you right now. Please, an honorable man like you who tried to befriend, deny, and realized he was too evil and didn't deserve his friendship. And again, I don't have nothing against 82. I'm just doing commentary. I want to clear this up. Do you mind me clearing this up, Sunrise? I'm trying to say this calm. 82 was throwing some shade. I caught the shade when he got more subscribers. And he started throwing shade because I wasn't even paying attention to 82 at all. And once I was going to bring him on Two Man and the Lady, I talked to my friend Monica and I said, I'm thinking about bringing 82 on Two Man and the Lady, working with him. And then she was telling me the stuff that he was doing. And I did my own research. He did a funeral for Monica. He was dissing Monica. He did all these things towards Monica. And he was trashing. He was being nasty to Monica. And I stand by this, that if you trashing Monica from All About the Tea, I'm not going to fool with you. I don't care if you got 3 million subscribers. The answer would be no. And if you got all these subscribers and you got all that support, why you worried about the Wiley show? If I had all them subscribers, do you think I'm going to respond? I'm about to hit 100K. So I'm going to take some time out of my busy schedule to talk about somebody that only got 30K, that in his words only get 500, 1,000 views on a video. So why are you responding? Because a lot of these people that y'all hear, Wiley, I have influence. When I go live, these people be watching. It's getting so sad, people reaching out to folks for interviews because they can't stand the Wiley Show, trying to get dirt on the Wiley Show. And it's not going to last. Because once you do that, you open up Pandora's box. And when you open up that box, a lot of stuff gonna come out that box. Because these people only want to diss Wiley. Talk about Wiley. Great. I can handle it. I got thick skin. Talk about me. But don't say, Wiley is jealous of my subscriber base. No, I'm not. Congratulations. Anytime somebody reach a beautiful mark on YouTube, round of applause. But don't think I'm not going to reach that one day. Tomorrow, let me a video, I can drop a video. You already got to get lucky, get the right thumbnail, get in the algorithm touch the Wiley Show, grow, get 6 million views. You never know. So be careful. Talk your talk. Talk your talk. Talk it out. I've had many people, Wiley should do this to grow. And thank you to the great advice people have been given. And I take it all. We have been posting so many videos. I mean, thank you. But I was just letting you know about that whole situation. And I didn't try to befriend or not. I just brought him on the show. We never hung out. AT2 hung out with Denai. I didn't hang out with Denai. I didn't, because I knew the type of person Denai is. You didn't see me hanging out with him tonight in no LA. You didn't see me hanging out with him tonight in no Las Vegas. Never. You didn't see me doing that. Never see me doing that. Most people that we had altercation with, we never met in person. Never met in person. Never met in person. And then when I meet people in person, I met AT2 in person. He just so happy he wanted to come to the meet and greet to meet Wiley. And I kept my distance. He ain't my type in the first place. I got a certain type with me. He ain't my type. Man, he ain't my type. Now, if he gets some coin, if he can get some bread or something like that, you know what I'm saying? I'll take the coin and give him the Wiley special. But he's not my type. But if he throw them coins, he'll be my type. For about a good 10 minutes, 15. I'm just saying. Let's play some more Armon.
Else to help you do that. Why? That's like, I want to drag you, but can you share this video of me dragging you? That's fucking dumb.
And you worked with Jay Wilson.
That's dumb.
But what I'm saying is like we take these risks to build and I'm speaking for myself, I can't speak for anybody else. We reach out, but it's okay for you to do all this stuff. And then when the interview happened, we didn't even drag you. We didn't even drag you. He didn't drag you.
It's not a risk. But my thing is, why does the risk have to be in the height of them beefing with me? Why can't you take the risk when some cool with me? Out of all the people on YouTube, everywhere, like, why does it always feel like, oh, this is who I want to be aligned with?
And so with that thing with Jay Wilson, this is honest. I've said this for years, and I'm saying it today. I just wanted to interview Jay Wilson. I don't even know the reason why. I think he was talking about the Kaya and the T.S. Madison beef, and I wanted to ask him about that. That was the reason. But it wasn't about me dragging Armon or anything like that, or him to drag Armon. But I understand what Armon was coming from. I understand they wasn't cool. Yeah, this is an old interview that we did with Armon. This is an old interview, and I'm just giving my commentary on it because we trying to find a receipt where Denai said that Armon had a troll farm, and it's in this 11-hour video, but I can't find it right now. But if I find it in this time of this live, then I'll play it.
It's not about listen, I can't make that any more clear for you.
I know, but this is the point that I have to make. I'm just interviewing that again. I didn't just start doing YouTube. Sorry, I've been interviewing people. It's an interview, and I was in the beat sector. So why not interview somebody that's leading in the beat sector, right? Y'all call it the Section 8 sector or whatever you want to call it.
And he was in the beat sector. Yeah, that part too. Okay, I forgot that. Yeah.
It's an interview. I just think that you in your mind, you thought, oh, he's going to drag. And I just asked you, hey, can you teach me how to
know? Because the thing was,
that's all I asked. I didn't ask you.
But the thing is, he was in the beat sector, but it didn't pique your interest to interview him until you knew it was smoke with him and I. Then you were interested. That is the piece
that's not true.
Like you're missing.
No, you believe that, but that's not true.
I can't go back that far, but I believe that's how Armon Wiggins felt. And he's telling how he felt. And you can't change a person for how they feel about a situation. So we have to agree to disagree on that piece. But I should have never interviewed Jay Wilson, to be honest. It wasn't worth it. Because if I give Key the same advice, was it worth it with that interview now for my career? No, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. So I should have never interviewed Jay Wilson. It didn't make sense. If I were to, if I can go back, I'd be like, nope, I ain't interviewing him. But you know what I'm saying? You live and you learn. So I learned from that. Like now, I live and I learn. Like I understand. Like when people get mad, I'm telling you, y'all. So many people got mad that I made up with Armon. It is scary. Upset and mad and pressed about me making up with Armon Wiggins. And I said, I made the decision because I'm a grown man and I wanted to make amends with my brother. Period, point blank. It's that simple. And if you can't understand that, then that's your problem. That's not my problem. Because before anybody that is telling me this, I always look, you wasn't there when I saw the talent when he was on YouTube on a reality show, when he was on Facebook, when he went viral in the mall, you wasn't there. So you don't understand where I'm coming from, and I'm not going to try to force you to understand because I'm too grown, I'm too busy, and I got to keep it moving. Either you get on the train with the new vision and a new direction, or you stay at the station and get on another train. But just know the Wiley Show is going to keep moving forward. I worked hard. I've been doing this, changing things up. I was on TikTok today. So many comments on TikTok. So many comments on Facebook now, increasing in comments on Instagram now. And YouTube is growing. I made that decision, and I made the right decision because I believe in the vision. And if you don't believe in it, that's you. Because you didn't get the vision, so I don't blame you. I'm like, oh, it's not your vision. I have the vision. God gave me the vision. So this is the direction that I'm going. Do y'all understand that?
Your interest to interview him until you knew it was smoke with him and I. Then you were interested. That is the piece
that's not true.
Like you're missing.
No, you believe that, but that's not true.
Okay.
I always want to correct because you always believe that I want to interview because y'all thought out. No, he was in the beat sector.
The reason why I believe it is because
that's a random guy. I'm in the same sector that he's in, and that's why I interviewed him.
Okay, so if that is what you're saying, then if that's just what it was, then that was over 5 years ago. the way that you move now in regards to me and wanting other people, like calling Janad and sitting with Q-Pain and trying to advise them to expose me and do this.
Look how Armon came back. That was a good one, Armon. Okay, clock it. You see how he said that was 5 years ago, but let's talk about now. Armon, you did that. If this was debate, I would have to give you a good score on how you just clocked me right there. When I tell you, listen, Armon said, no, that was 5 years ago. Let's talk about now. This was literally the beginning of like middle of last year. When he called it, I said, it's good when you can hear it with a clear, sober mind.
To what her energy was
back then, because that y'all have already been. Yes.
No, but what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, if your idea was just to do an interview for content, then your energy wouldn't be every time there's somebody close to me, or sometimes I'm beefing. Your thing is, well, use it for clicks and views. Go against him. Like that is what you tell people. So for you to sit up here and act as if the Jay Wilson thing was just you just doing content, girl, there's more to it, and you're just not keeping it real. I'm just saying this.
I've told the nine. I said do whatever. I consider to do whatever. Again, but him running up on you.
I'm trying to find a denied piece, but it's buried in that 11 hours. It's buried in that 11-hour video, and the producer that let me see if my producer what time is it on the East Coast? Do anybody know the time on the East Coast? Thank you. Somebody sent me a cash out. How about what time is it on the East Coast? Thank you for the yeah, it's too early. So my producers are asleep. I'm not about to call them now. My producers are asleep. So I'm gonna try. I'll probably call them about 6:30 and see if they can find it. Hold on, let me see if I can text them so when they wake up, they probably can find it. Give me a second. Bear with me, you guys. I'm gonna do this. Hold on. Let me see if they can find it. Okay, they said just keep playing it and give you a commentary. Okay, let me keep playing it.
That's all on his mind. He's gonna do that. He did those other people. That's on him. But for me, I talk about you when need be. We buy your records. No, most of these so-called friends, they don't even buy your records. We buy them and we stream them. So, but again, I have to have my thought process.
Do y'all hear how crazy I sound? Yeah, your friends don't shoot. I'm thinking just because I do one good deed of playing his music, I want Armon to forget. Listen to how about my mindset. I'm playing his music, but I want him to forget me throwing jokes, saying jokes about Armon and all this type of stuff. Like, come on now. I thank God for the mind shift, for a new mind. Y'all may not like it. And then people kept saying, you ain't growing on your platform. King was like, you ain't growing because the people know you biased. No, the people half of them didn't even know I was out of jail. Many people, new people are getting to know every day that I'm out of jail and that they trying to see, okay, is he doing better? Okay, surely every day they coming, good morning producers, that they're coming back. And I understand it. That's why I didn't press or crash out. Because I remember last year, my friend, my brother, I like saying my brother because it's stronger, Armon Wiggins, when he said when things don't happen fast enough, he's not patient, he crash out. Remember, he said that. Let's play some more.
Now, again, I'm not begging to be your friend or public as a be. That's not that. I don't have these communications. Oh, let's please be friends. Or seeing you at a restaurant. Oh, please forget. I don't have that type of energy. I don't think it will ever be that. What I'm saying is the reason why your name is being brought up because you being next. So
but my thing is, I don't have a problem. Listen, I don't have a problem with that. Granted, you can get off of here right now and drag me all fucking day. I don't care about I've been in this game 5 years at this point. I get dragged. That's not what we're discussing. Drag on, baby. But the question is, when we're going back to the beginning, you're saying, well, if I can be cool with him, how don't I have no grace for like you and other people? Well, I'm telling you why, because girl, here we are, almost 10 years in, I've had to, and you try to make it seem like, oh, well, you're cool with this person, you're cool with this. Well, baby, I try to be cool with you too, but every time I get cool with you, it gets thrown in my face.
That's a good point he made.
So as soon as we, and I would never forget, until this day, you know, and yeah, I've seen that you've lied in the past and said that I called you. I've never called you again. I vowed that I would never call you again. And I mean that personally, like on the phone. Never going to call you again because that day that we talked immediately after, and I was like, girl, she's probably going to go online. You're like, no, I'm not going to do this immediately. Oh, you was like, I said, well, I just want to talk to you. Let's be cool. Let's whatever. It was a whole members only. You, Armon called me and this. I'm like, okay. Girl, it's like, and you were like, I wasn't listening. I already knew. I was telling him I wasn't going to say that, but I already knew I was coming back to tell everybody. So I'm like,
I can't say Armon calling me out. He was right. He had called me that time, and I rushed to the internet. Child, this is why you have maturity had to step in. When I was a child, I spake as a child, understood as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. It's time for the maturity to step in. So definitely, and you will be tested, like, because you always, when you try to change and elevate, you will be tested, and people will be coming like they was like, "Oh, Wiley, you need to do this, you need to do that." I'm telling you, I have been. When I tell these people on my back, because I made up Armon, it's literally, it don't surprise me. It's just like, wow. And I get to see and sit on the side, because I sat on the sideline for over a year, and I saw how people was dragging Armon, bringing Armon up, saying these different things, and I didn't jump on it. I stayed quiet, and I just was able to see. I was like, what is this man going through? And I said to myself, I said, if I have all these people coming at me, I will be upset about it as well. I mean, everything. And it's even, and the higher he go up, the higher level he go, the more the noise gonna be. Whatever level God take Armon, because of his personality and his skill set, he will have haters. Listen to me, that's gonna mess y'all up. That's gonna say all type of stuff, and it's only gonna get worse. It's not gonna get better. It's gonna get worse. And what Armon gonna have to do is what Tyler Perry said: annoy the noise. Don't worry about the noise. One thing about Tyler Perry, he don't respond and go off on people that when they talk about his movies. What he keep doing? Producing his movies. And I have to learn. That's a skill. That is a habit that we all should aspire to live by. He's not crashing out. But that take a consistent skill set, and you have to really work on that, because you have to keep building, because it's only going to get higher and higher and higher and higher, because he will be famous. It will come a time when he be so famous that people will be Googling him at a higher rate, and all old videos and all people that talk about him and this person's talking about it, going to be brought up. You know what I'm saying? It's just that definitely going to happen, and people ain't gonna stop talking about you. And my mother said something I will never forget. The best advice she gave me. She said, "You got to learn how to get out of people, because the business that you in, the more people gonna talk about you." And that's the truth. Armon mentioned something earlier regarding emotional maturity. Beef and pays penny. A lot of countries have yet to learn that. That's the truth. Beef and pay, it definitely does pays pennies. And I ain't all the way delivered yet, but we've been pumping out a lot of the content other than the beefing. Because we getting out of it. And we've been posting, thank you to those that have been checking out my shorts and my TikTok. They was like, Wiley, I'm so glad you back. I'm talking about all these people. I'm getting dragged by the barbs. I mean, they follow me everywhere. Twitter, Threads, they everywhere, just dragging me for filth. Because we talk about trending topics. But I will say that if you talk about me, I don't mind responding. I don't mind responding. But it will come a day that I won't respond. I'll be like, oh, you said that? Okay. It will come a day. Yeah, you had to get back in your interview bag. You have some great interviews. Yeah, we have a guest that's gonna come on too. Thank you, Clock it. I'm glad you noticed that. We have a guest that I'm bringing on the show. I can't wait to bring him on. I'm not gonna say the name because last time I said the name of the guest that I was gonna bring on the show, baby, they was on a whole nother show. I'm like, what? Really? So I ain't gonna say the name, but y'all will see when they hit the link.
Girl, there's no winning with you. You know what I mean? Because in your mind, content is king, which is fine. But I just want you to understand the difference between maybe you and the Denat situation. I'm hoping that it will be different with him than it was with you. And it seems like, I don't know, only time will tell. But the thing is this, I've tried to have...
It didn't work with Denat.
these same things with you, and nothing changes. So it ain't like I ain't tried to make peace with you. It ain't like I ain't tried to move forward with you. It just always comes back to bite me in the ass. So I'm done with it at this point. So so my thought process is, oh child, that's just Wiley, girl. He gonna drag it, girl. Let him do it. Like I'm used to it at this point. But I need you to understand the reason why there's no feeling for me to feel like reconciliation is because, girl, you're not even listening for real. This is all content for you, so you don't care. So I don't care.
Content. But that what Denat did, see, I just don't get the logic because
I don't understand how you don't get it.
I don't think we'll agree with the perspective of it because it's.
See, I didn't understand it. Look how I'll be saying it with so much. Don't even stutter. I don't agree with this. I didn't want to hear it, and that's why it takes a while. Remember when Lil' Kim came out and said the stuff about Nicki? People thought Lil' Kim was crazy. Oh, shut up, girl. You has been. Shut up. They didn't want to hear it. The Breakfast Club didn't want to hear. It was over 14 years ago. I believe over 14 years ago. Was it 13 or 14 years ago? She was on the Breakfast Club. And she said, Nicki wanted to be on what? The Breakfast Club. Oh, no, you're a has-been. You're OG. Years later, just a month ago, Charlamagne had to come out and apologize to Lil' Kim. So it take you a while to get it. And thank God I got it. Because some people don't get it. But I got it. And I said, I understand. And I understand. And I said, thank God I got it. I thank him. That's why some greater days going to come. Amen. For me and for y'all. Ooh. I feel like preaching right now. Shout out to the hot. I feel that right now.
It's a major mixed signal because people say, did Wiley ever run up on you? The answer is no. I've never done that.
No, but what you always get on the internet, my mother, disrespected my family.
And I apologize again. I apologize. I didn't say this before, but I do apologize to Armon Wiggins' mother. I was wrong. I do apologize for saying something about Armon Wiggins' family. I was wrong, and I sincerely apologize for that. I was wrong for that.
This is my family too. We done, but literally in the same boat. We both have families. I don't ever get.
And Armon responded to my family because I said something about his family first.
I don't ever get up and put your name in a thumbnail. I don't ever get up and try to put people
talk about us on Instagram.
I don't ever suggest.
They said, but if Nicki didn't say anything about him, do you think he would have come out and still apologized? I don't know. I'm trying to understand your question, but if Nicki didn't say anything about him, do you think he will come out and still apologize? I think Nicki would be different because she's a celebrity, but if Nicki didn't say anything about him, or did Nicki say something about him?
That's that people go and tear your brand down or be friendly with people against you. I don't ever do that.
Psycho, you said a lot of stuff on station. And see, this is when Coffee City, when she posted.
See, I'm up there talking about, oh, you said a lot of stuff about me on station and stuff like. He was responding to what I was saying. I'm saying that clearly. Armon was responding to what I was saying about him and his family. I'm trying to get her to reword the question so I understand. If you reword the question, sis.
Information on her YouTube channel, y'all would get mad because she finally posted the information. They was like, oh, okay, this is a mutual beat because everybody thought it was one-sided. It was not. No, you didn't talk about it on your YouTube channel the same way you said you weren't going to talk about the not on YouTube channel. You talked about on station. Then you talked about it on YouTube. So you have mentioned this. It was mutual. You went on the internet. You respond.
Oh, okay. You said, but okay. So Nikki and Saw the Charlamagne. So, I don't think so. I don't think Charlamagne would have said anything if Nikki didn't insult him. I don't think Charlamagne would have said anything, no. But I'm glad he cleared it up because he was able to see the true colors of Nicki Minaj. No shade.
That's why you mentioned today is because you made up with Deny. So it's open for dialogue.
He made up with Deny, and Deny went and did some crazy, said something about him, and I think Deny said he blocked him and all that crazy stuff. You know, Deny just wanted to use it for content.
Trying to make it seem like I care about that. I don't care about you talking about me or stuff. I'm just trying to tell you why I don't want to associate with you. It's not about I'm mad because I'm mad that you talk about me. I don't care. You know how many people talk about me every day? That's not what I'm trying to do.
It bothers you when I do it, though. It does not. Because you said I would never show up on camera. I would never be on the show. I would never be on camera. You say all of that stuff like you above or we below. I don't know if you want me or something. But just how you talk. You have said that.
Again, I'm not, because you know why? Because, again, we had a relationship. Okay? Now.
Yeah, he made up with him to keep peace. He did. And that didn't last because I told you that I need, and I say he don't need no medicine. That's what Deny said, child.
King Payne, that was my friend. You were cool. We had a relationship. Again, it's a different level because, girl, I talked to you. We had this whole, first of all, you were doing this stuff on Facebook. I said, baby, let's not do this on YouTube. You won't admit it. You want this to be like, oh, we just mutually come into this stuff beefing. I tried to come into this space with you and say, let's not be. The minute you felt slight or something didn't go your way because you didn't understand super chats, you didn't understand that, and you lied to me, or you were withholding information. While I said, hey, we're going to go on this YouTube journey. You made it seem like you were all cool, but really you wanted money, and you were still mad at me for interviewing your mother. So
yes, I was still holding on to the grudge for interviewing my mother and my sister. I was still holding on to that, and I'm glad we was able to get through it. Me, and it's not because Armon is clear that was my issues that I was going through, my bitterness and grudge and stuff like that, and I had to forgive him, and I had to forgive myself. And I forgave my family, and we good now. So yeah, definitely I had to forgive myself because my family would have never got interviewed. I asked Armon. I was at the police station in District 7, Chicago Police Department at the police station. And I said, Armon, you need to interview my family. They're doing this. I had bronchitis. I had a yellow mucus all in my throat. I couldn't hardly talk because that was when my first mental breakdown. This was back when I was 25, 24. That was when I had my first breakdown with my family. This was the first breakdown ever. This is when this is when the bipolar, I should have been diagnosed with bipolar and on meds then. And they took me to St. Bernard Hospital, a couple of blocks from my grandmother's house at the time. And they pushed me back on the street. So that's when I had my first mental health crisis. This is before the library. This is before the Walmart. And I didn't get diagnosed at that time. I didn't get any meds at that time. They just pushed me back on the street. I didn't know what was going on with me because I said I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't eating. And that's why I was like, oh, it's the bipolar. And it's real. Bipolar bipolar is real, child. It hit me. I was cussing out my family. It was rough. It was bad. It was terrible. It was live on Facebook, but my Facebook page is gone. But it was live on Facebook. I'm just cussing. I'm just posting. I mean, I cussed my uncle out like he was a dog. My uncle at the church, I cussed him out. And I have to apologize. And I'm sure paying the repercussions of that because, I'm homeless, or what do they call? They don't call it homeless no more. What do they call it? I'm temporary. I don't have my own place right now. I don't, because they said don't use the word homeless. Because I got a roof over my head right now. Anyway, but I'm sure paying for that. And I'm paying for that. God has said, oh, you're going to pay for it. You're going to get through it. But I'm going to whoop you. And I'm getting paid for that. I never was homeless in my life. Sleeping outside. Child, but I'm getting paid for that. And I said, I'm learning all these lessons. I have to learn these lessons. But yeah, me and my uncle, we went at it. I was holding on to some stuff I never shared. And see, when you angry and bitter, baby, you let it out. It was like, and then I was bipolar. Because I could tell. That was my first time I break down. Unhoused. Okay, unhoused. So, oh, y'all listen. Oh, make sure y'all hit that Cash App because we got to move. Hit that Cash App. We got to move. Bus ticket. Gotta get a bus ticket. I ain't gonna tell y'all where I'm going. It'll be a surprise live. It'll be 24 hours, and I'll let y'all know where we at. But we do need help with the bus ticket. I'm gonna tell you that again. We do need help with the bus ticket. Somebody sent me some money today. I said thank you because it's going towards my bus ticket. All the other money y'all sent had to go to them court fees because I had to get off probation. I said please. I said let me make a sacrifice. I'm paying all these fees and all this. I'm paying it because I don't want to I want to be off of probation. So I paid all that. Said thank you. So now we need help with the bus ticket. Amen. I just need a little help. Because the holiday is coming up, and it's because I can't be here forever. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make a change. We got to bust a move. We got to bust a move. I ain't gonna tell you what we gonna become because these people they just saying stuff. Ooh, Lord, I got to be careful what I say on the internet because they be just watching. Okay, let's play some more.
Minute something you felt away, you felt you had a little bit of something, you flipped on me and used it against me.
And that's the truth. I did do that, and I apologize for that. That was wrong.
So at that point, I was done because you had already found your footing with people that hated Armon Wiggins. They were going to support your channel. They were going to do all of that. So at that point, you had found what worked for you, and you were going to keep doing it because at the end of the day, it was for you. And you always said, well, he always said that we can do a show together. But I always knew in the back of my mind, I didn't want to do a show with him. But I would tell him, yeah, we can do a girl. But I already knew I was going to do my own thing. But that's that stuff that I don't like. Like, why would I be friends with a person that when they're talking to me, they're not being honest? So
it's the honesty. Like I tell Armon, like you have to be honest. And I said being honest. And that's why, first of all, you can't be on. Let me say this. I can't be honest with Armon, honest with myself. How much is the ticket? Give me a second. The ticket is, give me 1 second. Because I was Googling it because I'm going to do the Greyhound because the plane, they charge for bags and all that stuff. And the ticket, hold on, let me let y'all know how much it is so I can get this ticket. Y'all bear with me. Is y'all still with me? Hold on. Give me a second. Are y'all still with me? I'm going to tell you that right now. Hold on. Somebody asked me how much ticket. I'm going to let you know. We got to move. It's $183.94. That's the cheapest one. $183.94. That's what it is. Or I see another one that say $179.97. So that's the cheapest one. The $179.97 is the cheapest one. Yes. So thank y'all for being here. So yeah, $183.94. Just do that one. So if y'all can give around that area, they fluctuate. So I can book my ticket, so I can be on, and I ain't gonna let nobody know where I'm at. All right. Let's play some more of this.
This whole time, like, yeah, bro, we're gonna do a show, we're gonna do this, and you thinking, oh, this bitch just want me to be his sidekick, and this, that, and third. And it was like, girl, it was never about me being a sidekick. It was never about you being a sidekick. Excuse me. I never wanted you to be a sidekick, but in your mind during that time, and I've heard you say this out of your mouth, you were just saying yes to appease me, but in your mind, you're like, bitch, I'm not doing that. So I don't want to be friendly.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. This is why I'm so glad that me and Armon is cool now. We can have these conversations. When I literally in this video and me sharing this and saying that I wasn't clear, I just said that to appease him because he blah blah blah. He wanted me to sidekick. No, what Armon said, we can work together. This is what Armon said. Because he shared it with me, and I'm gonna share this is years ago. He said, Wiley, work with me, and when I make it, I'm gonna bring you up. We're gonna work together. Like we still working together and stuff like that. But I'm gonna push you up too. When I get up, I'm gonna push you up. But in my mind, I took that as stop doing your show. He just wanted to be his sidekick. I misconstrued it what he was saying because he was coming from a good place. Even before that, let me share this. Armon said, Wiley, you can move to LA. I moved to California. It wasn't LA. He wasn't staying at LA then. He was staying some part of California. They lived in that area. He said, you can come and live with me. You can come and stay with me. That's what he said. So I will always credit him on that. And I will never forget, I can even go back further. I mean, that point and a little bit up from there, when I was in a mental institution, I called Armon Wiggins. I couldn't even call my family. But guess who answered that phone? First, he didn't answer. He called back, and it's a certain code that you have to give to the person. Like, say this code, and once you say the code, they'll bring that patient on the phone. He called back, and we talked. I will never forget that. That man stayed on the phone with me. I couldn't even get my family on the phone. They were through with me. And not saying they didn't love me. I'm not saying that my family didn't love me. I was going through mentally. They went through something with Wiley. Way something with me. So I understand why they didn't want me on the phone. Because I understand. And my mother at that time, she didn't understand the whole situation, what I was going through. She understand it now. Way now she understand. But her mind got on the phone with me. So when I say that man is my brother, I stand on that.
Because, bro, you're never keeping it real. You feel some type of way. But like, so don't make it seem like I'm just beefing with you out of nowhere when, girl, you've been feeling away for years.
I think, and then also too, like we going back the generations, I mean, almost 10 years, having a conversation. I should have been honest with you from the get-go. I should have been honest with you.
Wow, hold on. Are you taking accountability right now?
I'm trying to say that, so I have to take accountability on that. Because number one,
I had to take accountability. And did you see Armon's like, wow, you took accountability? Yes. Armon has a good heart. He does. He does. And I was able to feel that heart. I was able to feel it. And I miss being on the phone. I miss being friend. I miss that relationship. I missed it. And even when I would talk about it, I hope people watch it. And if I twisted back, I hope people watch. I missed it. I just missed it because we used to be on the phone. We were cool. I wasn't like a stalker type dude. Like, no, it was just it was cool because I remember them days of us just talking about content, working together, doing. I missed that. I just missed that because he's a good dude. He's like a big brother. You know what I'm saying? So y'all may not understand that because y'all ain't got no Pookie and Ray Ray and thugs. And you may not understand that, but I missed it. I really did. And one day I would love to meet my favorite celebrity. I would love to meet my favorite celebrity. One day I would love to meet him. One day I would love to meet him. So, I don't know why it's 3:00 in the morning over here, so it's still early. After this live, baby, I'm taking me a shower, take my medication. I'm gonna give me a good sleep, and then we'll go back live and talk about some more stuff. But we up now while we up because I have to take the medicine. If I don't take the medicine, I don't sleep. It's just the way it is. I see a good morning. Like when y'all come up in here, we have a goal. Hit that Cash App, $ Wiley Show 1990. We move into a different location. We getting on the Greyhound. We move into a different location. So we need y'all help. They said that would be cool if you get a chance to meet him. Yes. So we move to a different location. We get on the Greyhound. So many people have sent me up behind the scenes. They want to know where I'm going. I'm like, put a dollar amount with your question. If you ain't cool with me, like, put a dollar amount. Now, if you know what I'm saying, don't be acting to be inquiring where I'm going because you're just being nosy. I know general inquiries, and I know people that want to be nosy. Hey, Wiley, happy to see you doing better. I'm doing better, so much better since I laid my burdens down. I feel better, so much better since I laid my burdens down, Lord, burdens down, Lord, since I laid my burdens down. I feel better, so much better since I laid my burdens down. Now, I shot it. I felt that. I felt that burden. Okay. I felt that. Yes, Lord. Okay. The cleanse going good. The cleanse is going good. The cleanse is almost over. November 1st is over. But and I don't know if we'll join the cleanse with Armon for next year. Because I do want to go. I do want to go to overseas. I think they're going to Bali, so I do want to go there, and that would be like wow. Let me stop blushing because I'm happy talking about this, and I know y'all gonna try to drag me in the chat. I don't care, but I would love to go to Bali because Bali is such. I've never been to Bali, so I don't know how it is, but that would be an honor just to meet him at his first meet and greet. It's like a awareness retreat, and I need some awareness. How about my shout out of the hot? Okay, let's play some more of this.
We're in totally a different place because you are part of the beef with my family again in the mental hospital and all of that. I was going through some mental stuff, so it wasn't just internet stuff. But of course, you thought it was all for clicks, but it was. I wish it was, but it was something I was going through turmoil. I was going through a family drama, and it was public, right? It was on Facebook. I brought it publicly or whatever it is to be. And then during that time, I was not diagnosed, so it took me time to work on it and get help. But I don't think you were able to receive that because, again, you wasn't used to a person with a mental illness, at that particular time. I didn't even know what it was. So I just think that's the piece that you wasn't getting. During that era of the family, I should have never called you to interview my family, but I don't blame you. I blame the hospital because they kept in the hospital in Chicago, and I would have never
blame me because that's part of the reason why you're still mad today.
I think that's part of the reason why I was upset. First of all, embarrassed, and second of all, mostly embarrassed for you two because you got involved into a situation. Number one, you was not qualified, equipped. You wasn't a therapist. We needed a crisis, man. I needed some psychiatric treatment. Then, because I was having
unfair. The thing that's unfair is I didn't you don't tell the story. Bitch, I didn't want to do that. You threatened me to do it.
Well, yeah, I was mad. Yeah, I was mad at her. I don't remember that. Whatever. I was mad.
That's fine, but no, that's fine.
I was out. Right. I was out of my. I said a lot.
I did, and I don't. If I did threaten, I was saying a lot. So I was very manic. I mean, manic to the T. Like it was crazy. Like the police was involved. Order protection was involved. Restraining orders was involved. I mean, order protection is restraining orders was involved. It was It was bad. It was bad beefs. Like it was terrible because my family, they didn't understand at that time. They didn't understand. Well, they didn't understand because they thought it was drugs. They said, "Oh, he's on drugs." That was the rumor. He's on drugs. Then it went from he was on drugs to he got the House of Virginia or he got AIDS. Like that. Those were the rumors. Nobody ever said he's going through mentally. Nobody ever said that. But the police, because they knew what it was about 12 or 13 Chicago police officers. They had the paddy wagon. I was behind the paddy wagon. And they took me to St. Bernard Hospital, to the psych doctor, to the psych hospital. And I was in there for a couple of hours and they pushed me back on the street. So again, if you're not having somebody in your corner or you can advocate for yourself, it's rough. And I understand it's a lot of people that needs, like right now in this country, I'm going to share this. They need housing for people with mental illness, like a place where you can go and need to be free. If you have a mental illness, you can go to this place. They have housing. You go to class, you go to therapy. They feed you. You can go to work. And then if you get a job, you pay a percentage of it out of your income, save up, but you have a place like that. I don't even think they even have a place like that of a program. If they don't, I would love to do it and create one. But a program where help you, save your money and stuff like that. You do therapy. It's rules. You got to do therapy classes, get a mandatory drug test. You must take your medicine. You must have a curfew. If you have a job, you can come back, if you get permission from your case manager. But they don't really have programs like that. And if they did, I tried to look for some. My mom tried to look for something. I'm like, I wouldn't mind if it's like a private room. Well, then again, if it's they probably won't let me have no computers or nothing like that. So, but if you're going through, like, sometimes you probably need a break where you need to be in a long-term facility and get some help. You can work and stuff like that. You have a little bit more freedom and stuff like that. You have to take your medicine, go to therapy and counseling, stuff like that. They need programs like that. They do. Anyway. Let's play some more.
That's fine.
I was out of my mind.
But they said that sounds like a psych ward. I'm trying to say, like, after you get out of the psych ward, what I'm trying to say, after you get out of the psych ward, you live in a house, like an apartment, but it's designed where they have case managers, therapists, and doctors there where you get help and stuff is on site. Get your medicine, so you have your own apartment. And it's paid by the government, but if you work, you pay a percentage of your income for your rent. Almost like Section 8 housing, but you have your own apartment, but it's a doctor there that come twice a week, a nurse there 24 hours, or 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. for you to take your medicine. Like assisted living for mentally ill. Thank you. Like assisted living for mentally ill. You have, thank you. That, okay, because that's what I'm trying to, thank you. Like an assisted living for mentally ill. Assisted living for mentally ill. Do that exist for young people, for, you know what I'm saying, assisted living for mentally. That if once, yes, a place like that is needed in this society. Assisted living for mentally ill. Anyway, let's play some more of this. A transitional house with doctors. I see what you're saying.
I was out of my mind. I was manic.
Yeah,
As of right now, if I go back to what it was, I had a manic breakdown.
Yes, but what I'm saying, that's fine during that time. But that still came back to bite me in the ass.
It did. And
listen. Because you had that revelation. You had that revelation a long time ago that, hey, you know what? I was out of my mind there. I could have gotten over that. But the thing is, all this time that you're dragging me and we're beefing, I'm trying to figure out what it is, and we try to make peace this year, next year. We cool for a minute, and it always goes back. It's because it's not necessarily something that's on YouTube. It's because you are still deeply upset about that time or embarrassed. And the thing is, the problem that I have now is once you recognize that, hey, okay, we all recognize the nigga was sick. He didn't know. I was young. I had shit going on. You were sick. We didn't know. We could have moved on from that. But no, you are still choosing to be mad at me for that when you know that none of us knew what the hell was going on at that time. But why are you holding that against me? When you knew, you begged me to do it. You made me do it. You literally made me do it. And you know I only did it for you.
Exactly.
Because they were trashing you. I didn't do that because I needed something out of it. I did that for you. And for that to still, for you to still be holding on to that, like I did something to you, and everything I try to help you or use, like you take it as a slight, bro, I'm over it because it's like there's no helping you.
So that could have been great, but when King did that Salacious series, that's when I held on to the gripe. You think that I was like, because I knew it came from you. Because you start posting stuff, I said,
it did not come from me.
Well, again, either King lied or you lied, but obviously had to get it from you because he was playing Facebook interviews. He was playing that stuff. Only you got access to those interviews. Nobody else. I don't think.
Platform.
So you didn't send that to King, so King just did that all himself.
You think I sent him?
Because he said King said out of his mouth, I didn't know anything about this, Wiley. Armon came to my job. He sent me stuff about his family. That's what King said. So I was more so griped about that because y'all did a salacious sketch. And I said they because you co-signed it. You was on the show with him. I went back to King page for video y'all put it together. So I had to, and this is why we found out his name was Michael. Because we would have to send him. We had to send him a cease and desist because he was saying salacious lies out of this world.
At that point, I definitely co-signed it because, bro, the gloves is off. Baby, you have been dragging me for 3 years, bro. I don't care about you.
Yeah, he said at that point the gloves is off because I've been dragging for 3 years. That's the part that I didn't want to hear because I'm trying at that time. I tried to print like, oh, I'm so innocent. Y'all did a series on me and blah, 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 Armon, you did that. So that's why I'm dragging you and blah, 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 blah. No, that was a response. That series that King Payne did, he did a Surviving Wiley series and it was some salacious lies, all of them lies. And that was a response because even Armon told me privately and publicly that the gloves were off. We were beefing. So I have to say, I'm like, you're right about that. We were beefing. So I can't get mad at you clapping back with something and you had your friend tap in because I was saying a lot of stuff. Now, unfortunately, he didn't have it. King didn't have it. He couldn't deliver it right. Them people looked at that like, child, bye, sit down. Baby, listen. The connection, the Wi-Fi was bad. It was bad all around. It didn't work because it was all the place like he didn't even deliver it right. Oh Lord, let's play some more.
Drag her to hell, bitch. I don't care. Trash her. But you have been dragging him too. So, girl, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like, girl, you know, I didn't co-sign her, but girl, I didn't just set that up. But I didn't care either that he was doing it to you. I didn't give a shit. Why would I care when you're sitting here making money off of like trying to exploit our relationship? Like we just had this deep.
It was about 88 parts, baby. I had more parts than Diddy, more parts than R. Kelly, and Diddy went to court for some allegations. And so did R. Kelly. Wiley never been in a court of law for them vicious allegations. That's all it was, just allegations, just number lies, child. Baby, let me tell you, it was so bad. This gonna mess y'all up. This man had an email address. survivingwiley@gmail. I believe that was the email. survivingwiley@gmail. So in the series, they had one guy on the series that we catfished. Listen. And he said, yeah, Wiley catfished me, and blah, blah, blah. I did catfish him. That is correct. I did catfish him. Absolutely. Did we do anything? No. Did I violate him? No. He left. I opened the door. I wasn't the person on the picture. He got in his car. He left. He didn't even come in the place. He didn't even come in the apartment. But fast forward to about a couple of years after that, I was at Marty's nightclub. And when we was at the nightclub, I see somebody in my visual vision with a wig on. And I'm thinking it's a fine female. I'm like, damn, she beautiful. Like, why she at a gay club? And I'm up here, hey. So I get back home to my apartment. I get a Jack message. Ding, 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 Jack message. So on the Jack message, she was, this person, why did you catfish me? T.S. Madison makeup artist. This was T.S. Madison makeup artist. Why did you catfish me? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong. But you shouldn't have did that. Whatever. It's so, why'd you? And I'm like, and through the message that they sent it, I can sense the frustration that they're horny. So I'm like, fuck it. Do you want me to come over? Oh, yeah, I'm going to get to that. Pause right there. Do you want me to come over? So we went over to his house. We got it in. Boom, boom, boom. We got it in and everything. Boom. Now, this the second person. They didn't get this person on the show, though. This person from New York, he come to my apartment. I had a beautiful one-bedroom apartment. This is my first apartment. Beautiful one-bedroom apartment. Hardwood floors. It was really nice. It had roaches in it, unfortunately. It was a nice apartment, but that particular apartment had roaches. So we had to get the exterminator to come in there. But anyway, so he decided to say, hey, Wiley, I want to come and do your radio show with you. And this before I was really big on YouTube. So he come over, he bring all these liquor bottles. So my roommate at the time had met somebody off of Twitter because I love his XX rated videos. I said, you can move in with me. We could be roommates, blah, blah, blah. Come over. You know, we going to smash. So whatever. You attractive, whatever. So he in the living room, you know, on his air mattress, and we're doing the show. The dude he drunk up all the bottles. Now, mind you, he's supposed to give me the bottles for a housewarming gift. This is supposed to be my housewarming gift, but he drunk the housewarming gift. He drunk it all up. So he started going in his phone, cuss people out, delete stuff in the phone. It was like crazy with this man. Like with this man, like he like berserk. So we left the apartment and I sent him a call for him an Uber because he said I need to get a taxi. I said, you can't get a taxi. We in far north Dallas, like it's dark. Like this Dallas don't have taxi. This is not New York. So let me call you Uber. So I called him an Uber from the house back to his hotel, and that was the end of it. This man spun a narrative like no other. He did a video. Had to go to therapy. Deleted numbers. He switched numbers. He did this. He did that. Never had he said that I violated him, that I R-word him. He never shared that, never said that happened at all. He said he shared numbers. It was weird. He changed numbers in my phone. All these lies. But King Payne and his goons, they put out a narrative that we R-word the man, that we R-word him, that we S-8 the man. Blatantly lies. And I said, if that's the case, why don't you press charges? Go, let it be an investigation. Did you get a kit, an R-word kit? Go to the authorities. So, but he never said that because it never happened. But with King and his goons, them goons and coons, they decided to put words in that man's mouth. And one of the other bloggers that talked about it, when they interviewed the guy Catfish, he was so happy when the man said, I ain't gonna lie, no shade, Wiley got a big D. It's big. And the host was like, oh, he got a big D. He got a big D. He was so happy when he said that. He did a whole, and it's still up on the man channel. I ain't gonna share it. Y'all go do your homework. He had interviewed the man, and the man that he interviewed, we slept together months later. We had witnesses. We slept together. Surely did. We slept together. He was so. He said, I know you recorded. I know you recorded. I know you there. So I'm like, child, come on, let's get this through. Like, for real. Come on. Let's stop playing. And it was great. It was a great session. This was right before the ice storm in Dallas. And I got in my car and I went back, got some groceries, went home, got ready for the ice storm, took a shower and everything, Okay, let's play some more of this. Well, y'all, we going down memory lane. I've been down here for 2 hours. But y'all don't mind.
Booted beef, girl, and you got all these people buying into all this beef, girl. I didn't give a damn if she was dragging you. Dragged it home. I didn't care. Like, you want me to sit up here and lie?
I'm just saying that he was saying criminal. He was saying fraudulent. He was saying fraudulent criminal.
You need to talk with him about that.
So he said, and this is what I said.
I told you, I'm not going to continue talking about him.
I'm only talking about when you got involved in it. Because I remember I have all them videos, all the records, even when
I did not set up the surviving theory.
Well,
I don't care what he said.
And you co-signed it, but Armon, I think you're missing a piece of being on there.
I set it up. I'm telling you that I did it. So, girl, or move on.
But this is why we get again.
You want me to say Armon did a series on you?
No, I'm saying that you co-signed that you did it. Only I said you co-signed.
And I told you I co-signed the series.
Exactly. So when he brought it to my attention, I was over because I understand
what it was.
See, and he don't like that part. Like, child, this was a heated debate. Do y'all call it debate or conversation? It was heated. It was heated. And I understand where he come from because he was right. He didn't do it. He co-signed it because we were beefing. And stuff. Then King thought that he tried to put out texts and all that. I said, no, King, you do your big one. Because I stayed on the sideline because once Armon came out swinging, once Armon Wiggins came out swinging, he started throwing allegations at King. And I stayed on the sidelines. I was watching it all play out. And so what King tried to do, he went on his community wall posting receipts like, yeah, drag Wiley, drag this, and yeah, he did. See how Wiley looked at his meet and greet. And I said, I'm not about to go and drag Armon. So I strategically stayed quiet, just watching it. Like Celia, the color purple, when he saw Mr. burning up the food, I stayed just like that. Because King thought I was going to come out just dragging on my Wiggins. Yeah, I got the receipt. I ain't say a word because I said, I know what you're trying to do, but not going to happen. You go answer them allegations that Armon Wiggins said. Now, I could have easily did a series. I could have did it. It didn't have to be in 88 parts. I could have did a good 2-part series, probably just a part 1 and a part 2. And interviewed the guy and everything, or just randomly get a guy and just interview him. Or ask him, what's the guy information? Armon would have probably told me, or I would have just randomly, he would have told me something. I would have did some digging like, hey, what's the guy information? Do you got the guy information? Give me the guy information. If I didn't have a guy get a homeless man off the street and say, so, but it would have been more entertaining, but I didn't want to do it. Number one, I didn't know if it was true or not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to do it. I didn't feel led to do it, and I didn't do it. So that is to tell you I have integrity. But unfortunately, my brother King, that brother, he did not have that integrity, beloved. He decided to do an 88-part series. He deleted them or put it on members only. I don't care. It was bad quality. He did an 88-part series, 88 videos. 88 videos. I'm like, why this man doing 88 part? Like 88 videos? And the reason why you could, let me tell you, King, the reason why you couldn't bring the people that I catfish on the show is because they all slept with me. Wiley. Because once I open up the door, I'm in my towel. Hey, it's a vibe. Let me just say how I used to do it. Do y'all mind? Do y'all mind? So I would use my cousin picture. I would use my cousin picture. Mind you, they all knew my cousin because they slept with my cousin. So I would use his picture, say, hey, let's link up, let's do. And I'm the roommate. Let me explain it to you how I used to do it. I'm the roommate. So I'll be texting and I had another phone and blah, blah, blah. I'll have a thing. I will have my page as well. And so they would come over, and then right when they come up to the stairs, I'll be like, hey, I got to go to the store. Hey, I have to go to the store or something. And I'll be right back. But my roommate lets you in. And that's when I would have conversation. I know I'm gonna get some sleep, Kelly. I'm gonna take my minutes to get some sleep. I would have conversation, and then eventually we, since it's a vibe and smoking, so we get it in. It was a lot at the beginning of the video too, right? I don't know which video you talking about, but yeah, we're gonna go to sleep. It's only 3:00 in the morning. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna sleep good today, but I had to get to do this video since I'm up. But I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna take my medicine, y'all. Don't worry, we're not crashing out. Don't worry, it won't be a Walmart.
What? Right. And then we able to have this conversation. I was under the understanding. I said, okay, I pay it. It's water under the bridge. We moved on. Then the Tasha K piece came. All of these different characters come into the type of piece because it wasn't just the J. It was the major thing was when Tasha K.
Honestly, I really don't care because honestly, I don't care how you felt that. No, I just don't care how you.
It was a lot of begging in the video too, right? Yeah, it was a lot of begging. A lot of begging. He wants to do a lot of begging. It was of what King was doing, and I'm like, you trying to do a series? You got to get the tea. And then if it was delivered right, it would have made an impact of him making nice coin. But no, he didn't have the talent, unfortunately.
Felt in that because, girl, you have been driving me for years.
I understand you said you don't care. I don't care. You weren't accused of what y'all was accused of. It's okay. It wasn't you in there.
I don't care about that shit. I really don't care.
And then what did he do? And see, and see, this is the thing, because you said you can't be friends with King because he put allegations on you. You finally see how that felt. And people were believing King, it must have happened because they're friends. But it was okay when he was doing those same the guy went there. Criminal stuff he was with, and it was okay, yo. But now he said it to Tasha and to others that you did criminal back. I didn't believe it because I knew it was bullcrap. I didn't believe it about the father piece. I didn't believe that either. When Tasha called me, is that Armon Wiggins' father? I said, no, that's not his father. That's a bunch of bull. So I have to keep it all the way a stat because people try to put allegations on you, and I said, I don't believe that. I'm not with that. His father's not that. Ain't not his father. Look, Natasha called. She ran to the phone and called me and said, "Is this true?" And she put it out. And she said, "We need to put it out." I said, "That's not his father."
Yeah, because there was a video. Somebody said, "Oh, this Armon," because the guy had last name Wiggins, and they said, "This Armon Wiggins' daddy. Do you know Tasha K?" And I said, "This is not Armon Wiggins' father." Tasha K called me, "Wiley, are you sure that's not his father? Are you sure?" I said, "Tasha, I've seen his father on social media. That's not his father." Tasha K, she was kind of mad at me because she wanted me to say it was his father. Say it wasn't his father. So I didn't go that far with it because I'm like, you trying to get dark. And I will never forget it. We was on we was on Clubhouse, and she was like, "Yeah, don't get quiet now." They was trying to talk about his family on Clubhouse, and I stayed quiet. Don't get quiet now. In word, that's what Tasha said, because she wanted to use me to go far. I'm like, that's a little bit too far. Let's play some more of this, and I'm about to guess. How long we been up for? 2 hours? Oh Lord, dang, 2 hours. Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this.
So, I think for me, I want to apologize for what I did was wrong. I should have communicated with you from day one. But I do thank you, because even when we beat, you were the one that picked up the phone when I was in a mental hospital. So you always have a place in my heart for that, because you answer the phone when the family didn't answer the phone. So I thank you for that. And I also thank you because people forget about this. When Tasha K, Conscious, where they all dog teamed up on Wiley.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. When she said, don't put Armon Wiggins' name in the title, Wiley, because you get under Armon's skin and he get agitated, he get a little out of control with his emotions, because you provoked him by putting my name with Armon Wiggins' name in the title. And everybody on that panel, Storm, Larry Reed, Conscious, Drag Wiley. I was the black sheep. Fast forward, all of them have fell out with Tasha K. And I stand on what I said to her then, that you can't tell me how to run my platform. A lot of y'all don't want to see it, but people come to me and try to give me ideas how to control me, because even Tasha tried to do it. She only gave me that camera because she thought, this is where you can drag Armon. I said, no, you got to give me more to have that type of lawyer. You ain't going to buy my lawyers for no camera. But she only did that for me to drag you, when y'all was having conversation that I was dirty and disgusting, having all these type of conversations. But you did communicate that with me on station here.
And before that, because you just said a lot now, these really good to hear, but I told you that Tasha K said that in the beginning. You didn't want to listen, so go ahead. I told you that early on when she was talking to me. You thought I was lying. I had no reason to lie. Oh, you just don't want. He's mad because I'm cool with Tasha K because she's gonna be my mentor. I'm like, okay, girl, you'll find out eventually. Like everything, everybody found out everything eventually, but you didn't want to believe it, so girl, I paid it.
I did believe it. I did. I did believe it because I knew Tasha K. I knew she was a liar.
Now,
I knew she was a whole liar, but I'm not going to discourage her from coming on the show.
Yeah, I knew she was a liar. I was just taking advantage of her being on the show. I knew Tasha K was a liar from day one. From day one. And she came on the show. Hey, Wiley, I see you've been emailing me. I will never get the first day she came on.
And all that.
Went live.
But I knew she felt that way. I knew she had the comments. I knew she did that. I just knew it. And then finally it came out when we went to Georgia and found out she lied about her child and didn't want to do no podcast with me. We nigged on the deal. But I knew that in the beginning. But the thing is, you knew that and you told the truth. But when we beat that, I ain't gonna be like, oh yeah, bro, you telling the truth. But you did tell me that.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
You know how she
felt. But you had already told me when we started talking about this is what I'm saying. As far as me and you reconciliation, there's no point because you keep making it like it was a Jason Lee situation. Like we were talking about all this other stuff, content ideas, doing this. I thought we were getting back to a better place. And in your mind, you're thinking, oh, he's just trying to control me. He don't want me to do this. He don't do that. And you took it to our line. So at some point, I'm over it. Now, when you start talking about that serious stuff, I like respectfully, you know, it sounds like you're like, oh, well, that was so mean. Honestly, this might sound a little mean, but I don't care if your feelings was hurt. Like, nigga, do you realize the shit you said about me? Good. I mean, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you've tried to literally tear my whole shit that I built down. So, somebody making a series on you or dragging you or trashing you, kudos to them. Like, I'm not, like, I don't feel bad for that. Like, are you crazy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, nigga, you know the shit that you said about me day in and day out? I do not care. But I'm also at a point to where I don't need to be beefing with everybody. Like, I'm just, out of certain people, there's going to be a beef forever. certain, not beef, it's just going to be like a girl. Jason Lee, at this stage in the game, I just don't see any point to have a relationship with her. It's good. You know, I don't need to beef with you, but we need to be friends. We don't need to be cordial. We don't need to share content. You can drag me, call us, curse me out, whatever. But I feel like we've tried this too many times, and I just think it works better for you to be on this side and me to be on that side. You know what I mean? That just is what it is. And that's kind of what it is.
I have to say this. I think because like the people think that we ask you to come on the show. No, you watch this show. I watch your show. You are my favorite celebrity. Let's make that a stat. So I personally would like to say, because people say, well, what do y'all currently stand? I think that we have an understanding, just like we had an understanding back in the day. I always will say this for mine, and I'm going to say this publicly. You're going to be great and successful. But for me, I love you because if people don't give Armon his credit, when you pull back the insults, he do give some good advice on his station head. But something you said on station head, I said, I think Wiley is insecure. I think he's insecure. And you said that, I said yes. And so I had to work on self. And
still working on self. Much better now, but still working. I'm aware. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So I dropped the link if anybody want to say something. I did take my medicine, so it take a little while for it to kick in. I'm taking me a shower. I'm gonna sleep real good today. So y'all eating on some good content. I'll put the number on the screen just in case if anybody want to call in. Oh wow, it get blurry. I gotta give me a light for real, because like it is not used to doing no videos in the dark. There we go. Definitely gotta get a haircut too, child. Which number I'm gonna use? I think this the number. Is this the number? Yeah. Anybody want to call in? Anybody? Okay. Because I know it's early, but I was play some more of this. Well, I was trying to find a not receipt, but it's buried in that 11 hours because somebody said I did play it, but I don't know what timestamp.
And so once I was getting through stuff, okay, I'm starting to understand how this goes. I started to understand how this understand. Like you just can't, because in my mind, well, I can say whatever to people, but I don't want them to say it back. That's something I had to work on. Because you can't be talking about people because people will talk about you. They're going to get that same energy back. So from this point, when you posted that on your internet, you made up with denied, I said, congratulations. But I said, okay, we're going to talk about it as content. Do I believe that we're going to be the best of friends? I don't know. I can't speak about the future because, again, we never met. We never was a couple. I've always looked at you as a big brother. And when the fire gets hot and you it's a mess, sometimes I had your back, but I will always talk about you, whether it's good or bad.
I think you're missing it. Even if you decided that you were going to, the reason why I'm just kind of like, and no, it sounds harsh, but the reason why I'm just like, I don't think that we need to even try to fake and have peace is not because I'm mad necessarily about what you've said in the past, or you doing content on me, or you trying to pit me against Jason Lee to try to piss me off, or that shit. That is not why. The issue is if we get on the phone privately, or if we have a meeting, or we decide that we're going to make peace, you have shown me time and time again that you are just appeasing me in your mind, and you believe that I'm trying to manipulate you in some sort of way. So whenever I try to make peace, somewhere while you act like you're listening, in your mind, you have written it off like, I'm playing a game with this motherfucker. He's a narcissist, and he's just trying to use me or control me. So at that point, I don't care what you said about me. It's just no point because, girl, you still feel some type of way. So until you are really ready to like, okay, let's move on. Whether you talk about me or not. Like Tasha K, I can drag Tasha K today. We can drag each other, but at the same time, I drag her in a different way now because, like, I have taken the personal out. That is why I feel like she can unblock me. I can unblock her. She's still trash. But I had to let go of my personal issue with her. It's still very much personal with you to me. So until you can just drag...
Personal. You believe that is personal? If that was personal, if I want to go personal, why would I not work with that blogger that hired the private investigator? If I want to go personal, like this is not personal. This is everything that I talk about is on YouTube. This is commentary. Nothing is personal. If it was personal, I would be pulling up, going to the juicy if it was personal.
No,
it's
not personal in that matter. I mean personal and feeling to where it's like, if I'm telling you, hey, we're good, this, that, you're not thinking, yeah, he's just saying that because he's trying to manipulate me. Because you still personally feel some type of way here. So it's one thing to like,
but you didn't keep. But if you go back to reset, you didn't keep your word. That's what I'm saying. So that argument would only work if you'd have kept your word. You talking about so if you think that
you're so hung up on this Jason Lee stuff, it's like, girl, okay, I talked about
that's the most recent thing that happened.
No, but you're talking about keeping my word. Before that, before I even mentioned Jason Lee, you had took the whole conversation to members only and said I was a whole manipulator.
I told her, but then you proved my point.
You keep mentioning about Jason Lee.
But you proved my. But the point that you have to understand, you proved my point when you talked about the interview and told Cardi that she needed a brand new interview. But you told me on the phone that you're not going to talk about Jason Lee. Don't help him take over this sector. But the reason why I believe that it was a little piece of a manipulation, because, correct me if I'm wrong, Jason went on your show and you brought him to this sector. Let's keep it all the way real. Because he came on.
Jason Lee, child, he ain't innocent. That man, I'm going to say this. That man came on Armon's show, and I'll forget it. He was super chatty. Again, he was super chat. They're good now because Armon says no beef. I'm just giving a little history here. He was super chatting like $500, $400, $200. He was super chatting real heavy. So he brought Armon on gagging with Jason Lee. And they fell out through some things because he was trying to use, in my humble opinion, this is me talking. He was trying to use Armon for his skill set and for his audience because Jason Lee was trying to crack into YouTube. And so, Armon responded to that and stuff like that. And so when the whole situation happened with Cardi, I did talk about it. It got high views in there and people enjoyed that content, whatever the case may be. But Jason Lee ain't innocent. Because Jason Lee tried to use Armon for content. He did. That man tried to use Armon Wiggins for some content. And told Armon, pretty much trying to have him like to work for, I think Armon had to demand getting paid, if I'm not mistaken. Let's play some more of this. And I'm going to count in the shower. They say, I hate to drag up other YouTubers, though. Yeah, that will never stop. I mean, that will never stop because people say, but just drag the celebrities. I mean, they human too. You'll get more viewership dragging celebrities because more people know the celebrities, but they human too. So, I mean, come on. They say he was using Armon. Okay. I think, yeah, he was using Armon. And I think that I don't think Armon is desperate for celebrity friends. I think that Armon want respect for what he have built. It may give off that he's desperate for celebrity friends, but I don't think that. I think Armon want people to respect and demand, and you should demand respect for what you built. For what you built. You could be cordial. I think Armon is in a space now being cordial with celebrities, but being friends with celebrities, he understands it by just with the Cardi B piece. And they can't be trusted. These celebrities will do you dirty. These celebrities can't be trusted. Because what Cardi B did, wow, I didn't even leak no conversation with Armon. I wasn't even thinking about record. I don't record conversations and then leak the conversation and then send it to somebody and say, here you go. See? And then put out a narrative. Armon is begging Cardi B to be his friend. That was crazy. And that I think was Armon awakening to like, you can't trust these celebrities. Or, you can't trust Cardi. I'm going to just say Cardi. I'm not going to put all celebrities in that bag.
your show, sent you super chats, and y'all had your whole conversation, and you found out with Jason and posted personal information. But then you calling me after all of that and say, don't talk about Jason. I can't take your word because we're not cool. How? I haven't talked to you from that point.
And it's old stuff. So obviously I was wrong for posting about an old conversation about that man. I was wrong. So I was trying to find a receipt. I can't find it. And we're going to bring it to a close. I got to get in the shower. I've been doing videos. We'll be back tonight for another show. And I'll post it on there. If you want to be notified, and you can just text me anytime and say, remove me from the list. For right now, this is the number if you want to be notified when we go live. If you want to be notified when we go live, the number is 702-355-9581, and we will send you the link. And if you don't like me, you can just say remove me from the list, and I'll remove you from the list. But that is the link. That is the number. We want to thank you so very much. I want to give a special shout out to all of my audience. Thank you, and thank you all for praying for me. Thank you so very much. Gotta get ready for work. Thank you. Wiley, I don't think anybody worried about you anymore. What in the world? Lord have mercy. Ooh, I'm drinking this water. Y'all excuse me. Y'all getting ready for work? Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. If you want to contribute to the show, $ Wiley Show 1990. God bless you, and thank you to the subscribers. Thank you all for your support, and we will see y'all in the next video. God bless you. Happy Wednesday. Y'all have a good day.